Welcome to Crypto NFTs once again. Today we are going to talk about Shiba Inu again. This thing is crushing it. This bad boy right here is crushing it everywhere. Now, today we're going to be looking at the part of staking and farming Shiba Inu for passive income. So ladies and gentlemen, this is not a financial advice. You should do your own research to be able to know to what extent you want to open yourself to risk. Trading cryptocurrency remains risky, and you can actually lose everything that you have when you're trading cryptocurrencies. Now this is a copy of their white paper, and they talked a lot about their plans ahead. So in the Shiba ecosystem, this is basically how it's gonna be. They have the Shiba Inu, which is the main token that is actually quite popular right now. For every dog, don't forget that Shiba Inu is actually like a dog. It's just like Doge, it's inspired by Doge, so it's like a dog, definitely. And for every dog there must be a leash, right? So this is the leash. This is another token. This is the second token that is actually called Leash. For real, this is their second token, and now they have another token called Bone. Now basically, when it comes to staking and farming in the Shiba ecosystem, you can either stake your Shiba Inu to earn passive income, which is going to be Bone, or you can also stake your Leash to also earn Bone. These two can be bought. That is, Leash token can be bought at the exchange, Shiba Inu can be bought at the exchange, but Bone can never be bought, would not be available for purchase. You can only earn it through staking, farming and all that. We are still waiting for the Shibaswap, which is going to be like Uniswap or PancakeSwap. They don't have their own exchange, decentralized exchange, where we can trade Shiba Inu, we can trade the Leash as well, and then obviously farm our tokens and stake our tokens if we want. So guys, as you can see, they have their three tokens listed at Shiba Inu, which is going to be called Shib, Leash, Dogekiller, which is going to be called Leash, because every dog needs a leash, so they have another token called Leash. And then what do dogs eat? Bones, right? So they have the third token, which is Bone. So now they just listed those three here. These two are currently up for sale. You can buy Leash on Uniswap. I think one Leash is currently about $6,000. I think it costs about 2 Ethereum or so. And somebody was saying that we're gonna check it before the end of this video though, so everybody knows the price of Shiba Inu. So this is actually how it works. So if you have your Shiba Inu, you can actually stake, which is you can bury or you can stake your Shiba Inu. Once it enters the staking farm, it turns to X Shib. So this is gonna be like the pair protocols. Once it gets into the pool, then Leash, you can actually stake your Leash too, and then once it gets into the pool, it goes into the pool as X Leash. Then the bonuses are the rewards that you're gonna get for staking the two coins, the two tokens or the two protocols or whatever you want to call it. And then the Shibaswap liquidity pars. So if you're actually if you're going to farm a protocol or a token, you definitely need another token to pair with it. For instance, now on Binance, if you're going to provide liquidity in the pool, you need Binance versus another token, that you want to farm or you want to provide liquidity with. For instance, now let's say you want to provide liquidity for SafeMoon, you need like 1:1. If you have whatever the amount of the token is in one BNB, that's what you're going to provide. If 1 BNB gets you 1 million SafeMoon, then you will need 1 million SafeMoon and 1 BNB to be in the pool before you can actually farm. That's basically how it works. So whatever the worth of your token is worth, then you have to provide the corresponding value of the other protocol so it has to be 1:1 in the pool for you to be able to get the token. So if you are farming 1 ETH worth of SHIB, that means you're going to be providing like 2 ETH. 1 ETH is going to be in ETH, and the other one is going to be in Shiba Inu. So it's gonna be Shiba Inu worth of 1 ETH. So the two are gonna be paired together, and you're gonna drop the two in the pool. So one leash now is currently about 2 Ethereum. So you need to provide, I think it's currently about 2 or 3 Ethereum for one leash. So for you to be able to stay to provide liquidity for leash in the pool, you probably need to match these two. So one leash, then you have to provide about 2 or 3 Ethereum to be able to balance it up, to be able to provide liquidity in the pool. So your reward is going to be in bone. 3% of all bone per block is distributed to the pool of SHIB. So for every transaction, there's 3% that is actually, so this is not like a static like what you get on SafeMoon and all that. You have to be staking for you to be getting the 3%. So you get 3% bond, which is going to be distributed among all the people that are staking in the pool. But what you're going to get depends on the share of your pool, of the pool. Some people might have 50% of the pool, 5%, 10%. It all depends on how much you are bringing into the pool. So if you're bringing $1,000 into the pool, well, you get 1,000 worth of this 3% percentage. And if you're bringing $100 million into the pool, then you get, of course, you're gonna have a bigger share, so you get 3%. I mean, you get a higher percentage of this 3% of the bond by block. Whatever is actually accrued to you, whatever the percentage of the pool that you are holding based on your investment, that's what you get. And then you get 0.3% of all ETH swap transaction fees which occur on Shibaswap, which is pretty fantastic. So you are earning 2 ways. That is gonna be insane. Look, now this is actually a diagram that shows how you're gonna be earning that. You stake Shiba, then it enters the pool. You get X SHIB share of the pool. Then this is gonna tell you what share of the pool that you are controlling. You're gonna be locking about 33% will be available, and 66% of what you are staking is going to be locked for 6 months. Wow. That is another thing you want to think about. The only downside to this thing is that the good side is that if the price, you're gonna have access to 33% of your tokens, and 66% of your tokens will be locked for 6 months. So the downside to this one is that if the price of Shiba Inu keeps dropping over 6 months, there's nothing you can do. You would have to wait till 6 months before you have access to your tokens, which simply means you might be at a very, very great loss at some point. But if it happens the other way, that the price of Shiba Inu keeps just skyrocketing, going up and up, that is good one for you. At least you are, even if you don't have the self-discipline to order, this is gonna make you order, because you definitely don't even have access to your tokens. So you would have to wait until 6 months before you have access to 66% of your remaining tokens. So once it comes out, you're definitely gonna be selling it for high price if you want to sell, or you put it back into the pool and keep staking. That's if you love to provide liquidity. So, and that is that. And then this also further tells you how your reward is gonna be. Remember you earn bonds for staking SHIB, and also you also share 0.3% of the ETH transactions they pull together based on all the transactions that happens on the Shibaswap once the exchange launches. So, and this is now these are the tokenomics for the Leash. The Leash Dogecoin killer. The tokenomics is actually only 107,647. So let's just say 107,000 was minted. That is less than 200,000. This is a very limited supply, and I can tell you this thing costs a lot in the market. Unlike the Shiba Inu that you have it in 1 quadrillion. This is not in quadrillion. This has a very limited supply. So this is gonna remain a very, very valuable token. I mean, I'm talking about Leash right now. Leash is even much more valuable than ETH as we speak right now, and that is the second token. So when staked, so you can also stake Leash too, just like you are staking Shiba Inu, and then 0.5% bond, and just like Shiba Inu too, 33% will be available for you to withdraw and do whatever you want with it. And why 66% of your tokens will be locked in, for 6 months. So but you're gonna be getting your rewards, whatever your share of the pool is. Bone has 250 million tokens only, so the maximum supply for Bone will be 250 million tokens. So I believe the value of Bone should be way higher. At least the value of Bone should be at least $1. So if you're earning $1 based on your share, so for every bone that you earn, I think it's gonna be like $1. So ladies and gentlemen, this is not a financial advice. You should do your own research to be able to know to what extent you want to open yourself to risk. Trading cryptocurrency remains risky, and you can actually lose everything that you have when you're trading cryptocurrencies. So basically, now this transaction, another good thing about this thing is that you can actually still stake Bone too. You don't understand. You can stake your Shiba Inu to earn Bone and also earn ETH. You can actually stake Leash to earn Bone and also earn ETH. Then you can also now stake this Bone that you earn to earn extra Bone. You still get more bones. 1% bone minted per block, so you still get more bones. So whatever bones that you're bringing into the pool to, 33% will be available to you, while 66% will be locked for 6 months. But you still get your earnings. You still get your earnings on whatever it is available on the 33%. You still get your earnings in bones, so you can still stake your bone again to earn more money. Wow, that is double whammy. In fact, that is triple whammy. This is gonna be lit, guys. Now, similar to Leash, Bone liquidity is encouraged on Shibaswap by offering the Bone SSLP token. The Bone SSLP token pool gathers 0.3% of all DAI swap returns and 0.3% of all USDT swap returns. Finally, the Bone SSLP token Poppy pool has the highest allocation point during our liquidity event, as it has the more risk. Well, there's always risk in every farming and staking as well, because the prices can actually fall below what the current market price was by the time of staking. So in a situation where some of your tokens have been locked for months, you may sustain a very, very great loss if the price should actually go downside. So you would have to be careful with that. So now they further talk about now this is the biggest part that I love most. Now they currently have an event. They call it Liquidity event. So if you want to take part in this, your reward is gonna be insane. Now let's see, to get Shibaswap off on the right path, we are having a 2-week liquidity event. During these 2 weeks, you can bring your liquidity for selected pairs from Uniswap or SushiSwap. So they want you to take out your liquidity that you're already providing on Uniswap or SushiSwap, bring it to them. They are luring you now that you should unstake, remove all your stuff from the pool on Uniswap and SushiSwap, bring it to them on Shibaswap. And what is going to be your reward? You're going to be making 10x of your money in this 2 weeks event. You are going to be making about 1,000 bone per block. 1,000 bone per block. I really don't know what the amount of one bone for now in the market, but I can tell you the minimum of this bone is going to be $1. I can tell you the minimum of this bone is going to be $1. That's like you're making 1,000. This is crazy. This is really insane. 1,000 bone per block. 900 after the bone development and reward allocation. Then it's going to be decreasing, because this one they're just trying to entice you so that you can bring on all your money to help them with liquidity and supply on Shibaswap, which is the new platform that they're launching. So if you provide this is how much you're gonna be earning. That's about $1,000 every freaking day, and then it's gonna reduce to 900 after the bone development and reward allocation during the liquidity event. But this is just gonna happen for only 2 weeks. So after 2 weeks, it's gonna be reduced drastically because they cannot go on like that. They're gonna run bankrupt. After the liquidity event, the block rewards will be reduced. So if you know what you want to do right now, if you want to make money now, you better want to consider this. This is not a financial advice. There is risk in everything. You may not be able, you may provide liquidity and price crashes and maybe at a significant loss. That's all. There are a lot of things that can happen to the pool. There are hackers out there. They can attack liquidity pool and take all your money. Everything is vulnerable in any high-tech space, and this is crypto world. Everybody wants the money too, so there's always downside risk. But if everything works fine, that can also make you a millionaire. That's a good one right there. So if you're willing to take the risk and if you love what you see, you might want to take your money from Uniswap and bring it down to Shibaswap, help them with the liquidity pool, and then you earn insane profit. So that says it. So this is a further, and for every pool there's always what we call APY. You have to look at the APY. So going forward, these are the APIs that you're currently going to be earning on the Sushi Swap on Shibaswap if you're going to be providing liquidity. If you're bringing Bone, if you're pairing Bone with ETH, your APY is going to be 1,500. If you're bringing Shiba Inu with 8 ETH using version 2, then your APY is going to be 700 per annum APY. Then if you're bringing Leash ETH, your APY is going to be 500 AP. So the most expensive, actually the most rewarding one, the most rewarding pool right here is the Bone ETH. And remember, you cannot buy Bone, you have to earn it. So once you earn it and you're not spending it, you want to restake it, or you want to take it back into the pool to provide liquidity, so you can pair it with ETH to earn the highest value of APY, which is 1,500. That is crazy insane. Now you have the big dog LP pools, ETH pooled with wrapped BTC, and that's gonna give you 300 APY. ETH wrapped BTC on Uniswap version 2, that's gonna give you 300 APY. ETH on versus USDC on Shiba liquidity pool, Shibaswap liquidity pool is gonna give you 300. But if you are actually staking this outside Shibaswap, which is on Uniswap, it's still gonna give you 300 AP. So I don't know why they're doing like that. So if I stake it on Shibaswap, I get 300 AP, and if I also stake it on Uniswap, I get 300 AP. But they should do something to attract people to bring their money on Shibaswap. Not even so. I believe the APY on Shibaswap should be higher than Uniswap, because you want to make people to bring it's very hard for people to pull out their stake or their money from a pool because of the fees right now. So you might want to look at that. So look at all other things. If you're staking all other tokens, these are the APY. You can look at the ones that actually works for you. These are lower APIs. I think the highest one is if you're staking Bone with ETH, which gives you 1,500. That's crazy, insane, and then it's gonna give you a whole lot of money. So these are the closing stuff. They talked about the fourth token that's gonna be coming actually, but they said they're not gonna give information about that. They're gonna keep that secret as a secret until they can actually they actually made a decision on it, then they can actually talk about it. So they talked about the distribution for the Bone tokens, how some of them are reserved for developers. Remember, there are about 250 million Bone tokens, and they are reserving about 4 million for developers. Then we have for the OG admins, they have about 1.2 million bone tokens. And then for the marketing, they have 1 million bone tokens for marketing. And then so and so forth. So ladies and gentlemen, as you can see here, they also talked about their NFT project, which is going to have their own token too, and this token is going to be called Treat. So right now, Treat is another very special token, but the detailed tokenomics will be reviewed after the liquidity event with an update to this document. So they are not revealing the tokenomics for Treat right now, but it's gonna be the token that is gonna be used for their NFT market space. So we're gonna look forward to that too. We don't know how many supply or how much supply that's gonna be, but they're gonna tell us. Then they plan another one, which is Dogekiller. That's gonna be another token, but I think that's gonna be used for their NFTs too. So they have not given us details about how all this is gonna be. So we look forward to exciting things. So it looks like obviously that sushi. I don't know why I keep calling them sushi. Shiba Inu or Shibaswap, they have a lot of plans ahead. It's like they already have a very solid roadmap, and they definitely know where they're going. So people will ask about the use case. This is a lot of use case. They have a lot of things that they are planning in stock. So going forward, I think Shiba Inu as a token is even going to be much more valuable than it is now. But whatever be the case, please exercise caution. Do not put more than what you can afford to lose, because it is possible that you lose everything in any crypto investment. I'll leave you right now. I'll see you soon.